What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Brando back again with yet some more juicy Call of Duty news. So today we have the map of Caldera, the Warzone Pacific map. We have an outline that has been dropped. We're going to go into detail about that, where you guys can drop the different descriptions about the 15 different locations that we're going to have in the new Caldera map. Also today we're going to go over the day one content that is coming with Warzone Pacific when it drops, and also talk about the anti-cheat. Also, we are going to go over the different experiences that we're going to have in Warzone. Warzone, the mechanics is going to be a little different. Some of the things that we do in Warzone is going to be changed up from what we're used to. And there's all kinds of stuff that we're going to get in the depth today. So let's go over it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get deep dive into Warzone Pacific. All right, today, ladies and gentlemen, Call of Duty finally dropped the Warzone Pacific. They actually dropped the official map, and the first location that we're going to is Arsenal. Arsenal looks, I don't know, pretty much looks like a dam, pretty much, that we're going to go to. So that is spot number one. Then the next spot that we're going to drop into is Industrial Docks. This pretty much looks like Shipment almost. It's like the Modern Warfare version of Shipment, but it looks like a nice tight-knit little area that we're going to be able to play around in. Connex boxes for as the eye can see. And the next spot we're going to drop into is Runway. This place looks a little sparse. It has an airfield, and it will probably even have airplanes in it that we'll be able to use, but we'll be able to use that in Vanguard Royale. We'll go over that deeper in depth later on in this video. So the next spot we're going to jump into is Ruins. Ruins is going to be in Caldera. It's like a little river village. That's the description that the Call of Duty blog has in it. So that looks fun. It has a little bit of water in it. Don't know how much swimming we'll be able to do. And the next spot is the Phosphate Mine. So this looks like the mines slash the quarry in Call of Duty Warzone right now. It's pretty big. It's like a mashup. So it's probably going to be like a mashup of those two areas combined. So that's going to be interesting. So the next spot we're going to go over is the Peak. This is high up in the air. You have a dominating center of the map. You're going to be able to see everywhere. This is supposed to be on top of a dead volcano, so that'd be a perfect sniper's nest for everybody. Next spot is going to be called the Beachhead. It cuts into the dunes on the island's northwest coast, and it'll be looking onto the coast of the Caldera map. Now, we're still unsure how much swimming we're going to actually be able to do in the new Warzone Pacific map. So the next spot that we're going to be able to drop into Caldera is called River Village. There remains parts of a cargo ship in this area. You see a lot of jungles. You see a lot of hills and a lot of trees in this part. This looks like just a lot of foliage part right here. The next spot we're going to be able to jump into is called Clearwater Lagoon. It has an old lighthouse proudly overlooking a shallow bay that holds generation-spanning bamboo huts alongside a quaint coastal community. So we'll see if we'll actually be able to swim in that lagoon as well. Next spot is the Caldera Terminal. This is basically like the airport that we're going to have at the Warzone, the new Caldera. We have the ATC tower over there overlooking the airport, so definitely look out for snipers up there. Next spot is going to be called Agricultural Center. This is by far the largest main point of interest on Caldera, and this is going to be pretty expansive. You're going to have this one main building right here, and then you're going to have surrounding little buildings as well. So the next spot we're going to be able to jump down on is Shark's Lair Submarine Pen. This looks like an interesting spot here. This is going to be located in a natural cove along the eastern coast of Caldera. We're going to have all this water, and we're going to have submarines we can look at too. All right, the next spot we'll be able to jump into is Caldera Power Plant. This is a medium-sized power point on Caldera. It has a pair of smokestacks. You also see the radio tower as well. It'll be interesting to see if we can actually climb up that one like we can in Verdansk. Now, the next interesting part of Caldera is called Caldera Capital City. This is a huge natural basin along the southern shores of the island. Caldera's main city offers a variety of historical structures to take control of, but it doesn't look like they have very tall buildings. Next spot we're going to be able to jump down into is called Royal Cabana Resort. This looks like a pretty cool place. This is going to have sandy beaches. It even says you have surfing. So I think they're hinting at us actually able to swim in the place. So it'll be interesting to see. So once Vanguard drops on December 8th, so those that actually has Warzone Pacific, if you have Vanguard right now, you'll be able to play Warzone Pacific on December 8th. All you got to do is own Vanguard, play Vanguard. You'll be able to play Warzone Pacific first on December 8th, while everybody else will be able to play Warzone for free on December 9th. So definitely jump in there early, ladies and gentlemen. Season 1 officially launches on December 8th. We'll get 2 new weapons in the Battle Pass. We'll get a new operator. Obviously, we'll get new calling cards, emblems, and way much more. We'll probably even get skins for new vehicles as well. So that'll be fun to look at as well. Let's see. Let's talk about different changes that is going to happen in Call of Duty Pacific Warzone. So, available to all players on December 9th, with Vanguard players gaining exclusive play access on December 8th. With Caldera, Vanguard Royale leads Season 1's featured playlist rotation with the game mode that puts a fresh set of vehicles and a streamlined loadout and weapon pool on the brand new map. So, there's going to be 2 limited time modes that drops. We're going to have regular Battle Royale, and then we're going to have Vanguard Royale. So the new vehicles and dogfighting, you're going to be able to do that in Vanguard Royale. And also there's going to be a focus on Vanguard weapons in that playlist as well. The loadouts can only contain Vanguard weaponry, streamlining the meta for more accessibility and room for experimentation. You can expect all weapons around the island to also be from Vanguard. Operator selection is also limited to Vanguard soldiers. The circle collapse changes, in-game events, and more that we're going to cover. The times for the circle collapses are altered to offer a different pace of play, especially with dogfighting overhead. Also expect an in-game event at each circle collapse, bombing runs, and different items both within Caldera's overworld and contract rewards. Obviously, we're going to have Rebirth Island. It's still going to be here. While Vanguard owners will receive 24 hours of exclusive access to Caldera, the brand new Warzone Pacific map. During this initial period, Warzone players will be able to drop into Rebirth Island. After this exclusive period, Caldera becomes accessible to all players, with Rebirth Island returning later in Season 1. You can expect a special one-day-only Rebirth Island playlist, both Resurgence and Mini Royale, to drop right at the start of the season before everything shifts to Caldera for the week starting on December 9th. During the season, featured playlists will include returns to Rebirth Island for Resurgences and other game modes. And new limited time modes will focus on Caldera, such as Vanguard Plunder, its own Vanguard Resurgence mode, and this will all be presented by Beanox, and other festive surprises will be coming as well. So, the new additions and innovations that has been added to the Warzone experience. With the Gulag, you can drop back in ready for combat. You'll actually be able to drop back in with the weapons that you have in Gulag, along with the lethal equipment that you had during that deadly duel in the Gulag as well. So, for loadout items and field upgrades, Dead Silence is being nerfed. Stopping power rounds are going to be gone. In addition to detailing those exact changes, Raven Software looked closely at various equipment pieces such as nerfs to stun grenades and heartbeat sensors. They also took another look at dual-wield melee weapons, the Cali sticks, and size to give justice to all ghosts who live in a second life too short during the haunting. The results? Expect the aforementioned equipment and weaponry to be adjusted to be less potent. So they are nerfing the Cali sticks and the size as well. Another change involves loadout drop markers. They can now only be purchased from buy stations after the loadout drop event occurs in each match. So after the first free loadout drop that we get in the map, you'll actually be able to buy the loadout after that. That way, all these sweaty guys don't have their loadouts right at the beginning of the game, which is insane. Also, with all these nerfs that are coming, there's several lethal and tactical equipment pieces. We'll see much needed buffs. Most lethal equipment will deal more damage, while the snapshot grenade will see its effective radius increase. The stim will also apply a slight movement boost, and the decoy grenade will pack rubber bullets that deal just enough damage to pester your enemies. Now, for gas masks and explosive canisters, gas masks won't interrupt as many actions as they did previously, making it easier to pull your mask off or on, as well as plating up or reloading a weapon while getting out of the circle collapse, but still always favoring the combat advantage to those safely inside the circle. Gas masks may offer a modicum of protection against gas canisters, a brand new item developed by High Moon Studios. If these canisters explode, they release the same noxious vapors as those compromising the circle collapse, albeit with a much smaller radius, obviously. Let's see. They also go on to talk about in the Call of Duty blog about shallow water. They say while operators aren't getting their sea legs in Caldera, they are now able to wade through shallow water seen in areas like the Lagoon, which we covered earlier in the description of the map. So walking within water makes it harder to see footsteps, even those operators with the tracker perk equipped. Crouch in knee-high water and you gain effects of cold-blooded, but you cannot go prone. Speaking of science, fire-based equipment now causes smoke when it hits water, adding a new layer of tactics when traversing through open, shallow pools. They also go on to talk about different contracts and public events. During a match, squads can find new contracts to complete, such as Supply Drop Contract, which airlifts a valuable crate onto the map for anyone to pick up, but only has its exact location to reveal by a contracted squad. Another is a big game bounty, which targets the operator with the highest kill count, but only once per game, while another, known as Top Secret Contract, is as one could expect, but then it says redacted, until you pick it up, but comes with greater rewards with compared to the standard loot from the contract types it chooses from. Now, as for public events, expect restocks and resurgence from Rebirth Island to come to Caldera as well. In addition to cash drops event, you may even see during Operation Flashback right now. There are also rumors of, and it says redacted, weapon crates, so it'll probably be special weapon crates, that can appear around the island, which contain the coveted, and it says redacted again, weapon blueprints seen in Verdansk, and armaments extracted from the meta forward-going Galaxy Brains of the studio's gunsmith gurus. Now, also, guys, Ricochet Anti-Cheat is rolling out with Day 1 Warzone Pacific, so it'll be interesting to see who can't log on to Warzone when Day 1 drops out. So it'll be fun to see, guys. More Season 1 intel is going to be coming out as well. I can't wait to see them talk about what's in the Season 1 pass. So I definitely look forward to that, guys. So, all right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. Please smash the like button. Please subscribe. If you're new to the channel, hit the notification button. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later.